Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am minimizing, decluttering, and making over our small pantry into a more functional and aesthetically pleasing space that is just more minimal, getting it down to the things that we actually use regularly. And so here you can see the before. It has gotten to be quite a mess. I did try to organize it once before with labels and containers, but it just didn't last, and now you can see everything's just kind of strewn about and not looking the best. So make sure you watch till the end so you can see the finished result, and I hope it gives you lots of motivation to start minimizing and decluttering and organizing your own space, so that your home can be a more peaceful and calm environment. So here are the new containers that I will be using today. I got these bigger jars here with the wooden lids on sale at Target. And then I got two of these sets at Aldi with the wooden lids, and they are glass, and they came with 3 different sizes. These were from Aldi, like I said, but if you don't have an Aldi near you, I will be linking some similar ones from Amazon below. And then I got several baskets from Marshall's. I have no idea where everything is going to go yet, but we'll just see how it goes. So the first thing I'm doing is just clearing everything out of the pantry so that I have a clean slate to work with. You'll see here this bread was so molded. I did not even know that was in there. So gross. I hate wasting food, so I'm really glad that I'm doing this so we can get rid of everything that we don't use that often and be able to see more clearly the things that we need so that food doesn't go to waste.
Without my love for the ocean, I will be no one.
And while I was taking everything out of the pantry, I did realize that there were some multiples of things that I had bought, not realizing that we already had them. So yet again, another reason to get more organized, to save money from buying multiple products over again that you didn't realize that you had. So while I am moving everything out of the pantry, today's question is, what is your favorite type of snack to have on hand, salty or sweet? I know right now I'm really loving veggie straws, which I know is such a mom snack. One of my friends told me that was such a mom snack to have on hand. But typically I'm definitely a sweets person. I love to have a good chocolate chip cookie. I love making my own homemade cookies. But let me know what your favorite is in the comments. I'd love to hear. So now that I've got everything cleared out, I am seeing just how messy it is. There are crumbs all over the floor and the shelves. So I'm going to get this wiped down really good and clean that all off before I start putting everything back in so that we have a clean surface to work with.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone.
And I'm just cleaning out the drawers that I keep down at the bottom as well for storage and giving them a good wipe down, getting all of the crumbs and dust out of there. It's crazy just how much that builds up so quickly. So it'll feel really good to get that all cleaned and put back. And then I just went ahead and swept out the bottom floor with the broom. And I got this huge pile of crumbs. Oh, I just can't even believe how dirty it was in there. It feels so good to get it clean. And then I just started throwing away everything that was bad. You can see more moldy bread or expired or that we're just not ever going to use. And went ahead and just got all of that out and threw it away. And now for the fun part, taking everything out of the packages and putting it into the pretty new containers. So like I said, some of these I already had, like these cereal containers. I wasn't able to get everything all at once. It's kind of a work in progress and an investment when you're buying glass jars and things like that. So some of the things I just kept that I already had. And here I was trying to put the oatmeal in, but it didn't quite fit, so I just decided to keep it in its original container. It was kind of a process of trial and error to see what would fit in what jar. I didn't really plan it out beforehand. I just kind of eyeballed it to see what I thought would fit best, and some things I had to kind of put in and take a little bit out and just kind of see how it looked and how it fit.
My love is for the ocean, not for you. No, not for you.
And I just thought these little short jars were perfect for like my dark chocolate chips and almonds and trail mix. It would be so easy to just grab those as a snack. And I discovered that the spaghetti was too tall for the jar that I had gotten. So I had to go ahead and break the spaghetti in order to make it fit in the jar, which was not ideal, but I just had to make it work for now, and then later I'll get a taller jar that I can fit in properly. And then I got this little Dymo label maker on Amazon that makes embossed labels, and I really liked the vintage feel that they gave my jars, so I'll link that below in case you're interested. But I just love the way that they turned out. And I also use them for my spice jars. I didn't film this part, but I did go ahead and put all of my spices into these jars that I already had as well and use the new labels. And then I already had this label maker, and I used it to just put the expiration dates on the bottom of the jars since I threw away the packages, just so that I could have that for reference. And now for the best part, putting everything back into the pantry and getting it all nice and organized. And I can't wait to reveal the final look. So here is a reminder of what it looked like before. As you can see, it was pretty messy. Everything was just kind of lumped together and disorganized. And it just felt kind of chaotic and disorderly. It was hard to find things. And since things weren't really organized, they kind of ended up in just random places. And here is the after. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I just love the jars with the wooden lids and the glass and the new labels. I just think it gives it such a prettier, more aesthetically pleasing look. And it's so much more functional with everything organized and places that make sense. So starting at the bottom here, I have our lunch boxes and paper towel in this basket. I don't really love the way that looks, but I'll have to find a better solution for that later. Maybe something with a lid to conceal it better. And then I have our reusable grocery bags at the back. And then I already had this storage unit with our trash bags at the bottom, so I added labels. And then the top drawer with our storage bags and parchment paper. And then this was on our counter before, so I went ahead and added it to the pantry with our produce. And then our recycling can over here. And then moving up this shelf, I have our chips, which I felt like this basket was the perfect size for our chips. And then over here in the corner, this is like salad toppings and things. And then our pasta, spaghetti, brown rice. And then this basket is going to be the bread basket. And then this entire shelf is breakfast. So I have this little wheel here. I just love the way that looks, and you can just spin it and get what you need for protein shakes or smoothies with our protein powder, flax seeds, and collagen. And then this basket is for my baby's food. We have his oatmeal, and then our nut butters there, my Magnolia cookbooks, and then over here our oatmeal and cereal. And then the next shelf up is all baking. I love to bake, so I'm really excited to have this all organized. These I still plan to replace with glass jars, but I didn't have enough this time around, so I'll be adding that later. And it's another one of these little Lazy Susans that you can rotate it to see what you need. And then the brown sugar and powdered sugar at the back. This basket is all baking supplies. And then I got these large jars for our flours and sugars, which is perfect for being able to just scoop what you need right out of the jar easily. So I definitely recommend getting those big, wide mouth jars for things like flour and sugar to make it nice and easy to scoop. And then the top shelf is kind of the least accessed items, like our back stock of soups and cans and things like that. And then over here, I have the before of the spices. They were just kind of all just organized on this side organizer. And this is the after with our trail mix, almonds. I love the way those jars turned out. I think that was my favorite part. And then our dark chocolate we keep in here, snacks for us, and then snacks for our baby. And then this was just like chip clips. I already had this. I reused it from a candle that I just cleaned out and used it as a container. And then some granola and baby food snacks for when I haven't made enough baby food. We'll use those. And then I moved our spices over here to this cabinet next to the stove, which actually was a lot more intuitive because now we can just grab them right over here where we're cooking. And I use these same labels They didn't quite fit on these smaller lids, so I had to use some abbreviations, but I still am happy with the way that they turned out. And I already had this spice rack. If I can find something similar, I'll try to link it. But the back stock I just put behind here, and then the extras over here on the side. So that is it for today's pantry organization / minimalist makeover. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and it really helps out my channel. And consider subscribing for more videos like this, where I'll be posting more of my minimalist and decluttering journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.